All right, good morning. It is Saturday morning. This is the Facebook Live first stream of 2018. So thank you so much for joining us. We got a big year ahead of us. We're going to give everybody a second to hop in, and then we will get going with today's Facebook live stream. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is Saturday morning. This is Brunansky's vlog. Good morning. It's Monday morning. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jeremy Brunansky with Brunansky's vlog. I've got my iced tea. I've got my iced tea here. I've got the box office report from this weekend. And let's go ahead and take a look at one news story then that dropped this morning. We are live right now. We are going to cover Friday's box office. So for this weekend's box office, on these Facebook Live sessions, we do like to cover the weekend box office. So what does that mean? That means that this is pretty impressive, as you'll hear in a minute. And I'm not going to give any spoilers, so don't worry. In theory, that film should have done gangbusters. This movie is so much fun. I think the rewatchability factor is super high. Wow, this was actually a fun time. I'm on board. Sign me up. Game over. If you're watching this on replay, thank you. All right, let's just get into it. Number 5, number 4, and number 3, number 2, and number 1. All right, we're back. We're ready to rock and roll. This is Brunansky's vlog. You're watching it on Facebook Live, so thank you so much for joining us this morning. If you guys are watching this on the YouTube replay, thank you so much as well. On this show, we do like to cover Friday's box office, and then on the Monday show, we cover the weekend box office. So we're going to jump into that right now, and then we'll take a look at the movies that are dropping in theaters this year that I'm most excited about, and maybe you are too. We'll have to wait and find out. But let's go ahead and take a look at what everybody was seeing last night for the weekend or for Friday's box office. And on this show, we go from number 5 to number 1. And then maybe just take a look at kind of what's happening in the top 10 to gauge where we might fall come Monday's show. So coming in at number 5, we have Pitch Perfect 3 at $3,320,000. Number 4 is The Greatest Showman at $4,175,000. Star Wars The Last Jedi coming in at $6,584,000. Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle at $10,800,000. And Insidious The Last Key at $12,743,000. I did not see Insidious taking the number 1 spot. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Last year we had a lot of big horror hits, and it appears that Insidious might follow that trend. I've not seen any of the Insidious films. I have no point of reference for this series. All I know is that in the trailers, a woman is screaming, and then all of a sudden she can't scream because this weird demon thing put a key in her throat, and somehow that turned off her voice, which, okay, sure. I don't know. Never seen these movies. I don't know what's going on in this franchise. But, hey, good for everybody checking it out. We'll see if it has any legs. We'll see where it drops on Monday, if it still stays in the number 1 spot, or if Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, is able to swing its way back to the number 1 spot. And yeah, we'll take a look there. As far as the top 10 go, let's see. Also, The Greatest Showman still being in the top 5 is surprising. I didn't think it was a great film. I mean, it's entertaining, but it wasn't like, really? It's still in the top 5? So, hey, apparently more people are liking it than I did, and that's cool for them, and that's also cool for everybody that made that film. So if you haven't seen it yet and you're into dancing and choreography, this is definitely the movie for you, because as far as my opinion is concerned, the choreography is the best part of this film. So definitely worth it if you're into choreography and dancing. But as far as the rest of it goes, Pitch Perfect 3, staying in the top 5, good for him or them. And then we got Molly's Game coming in at number 6. The Darkest Hour is still in the top 10. Coco's still in the top 10. All the Money in the World is in the top 10. I had an opportunity to get out to check out All the Money in the World. So that's going to be on Monday's show. My review for that will drop on Monday's show. So stay tuned for that. Really powerful film. My only real negative critique is with regards to pacing and tempo, because sometimes it feels like it's really moving, and then other times it feels just like it's just moving like molasses, just real slow. The movie felt longer than it was, but otherwise everything about this film, all the acting in it, everything else Really great story. Worth your time in the theater, that's for sure. But you can also check it out on a Redbox too, or streaming service, whatever, if you're not really into the dramatic pieces. But definitely worth your time because the acting in it is incredible. And I would not be surprised if Christopher Plummer gets nominated for a supporting actor role in this film. So check it out, especially if you like dramas. But again, Monday, we'll take a look at kind of where everything falls in the box office and just see if Insidious can stay at #1, or if Jumanji is actually going to be climbing its way and swinging its way back into the #1 spot, or if Star Wars is going to use the Force to climb its way back into the #1 spot for yet another week. We'll have to see. Let me take a look at the board and see if there's any thoughts yet as far as the box office is concerned. Oh, also Ferdinand is still in the top 10. So good job, Ferdinand. All right, give me 1 second here. Let me refresh this page and take a look if we have any questions about the box office or if we have any comments about the box office. All right, nothing yet. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and dive into the most anticipated films 2018 dropping in theaters this year. So last week, excuse me, I had to take an iced tea break there. Last week on Facebook Live, we talked about the films that I enjoyed the most, how I thought 2017 rounded out. Shape of Water, obviously, my favorite film of 2017. Early on, it was Baby Driver, and then Dunkirk came out, and then Shape of Water just knocked it out of the park. So if you haven't seen any three of those, I definitely recommend you watch all three of those. And again, Baby Driver, Dunkirk, Shape of Water, all great films. Check them out. But that was last week. We wrapped up 2017 and we said, okay, here's what I think are the top 10. And now we're going to take a look at 2018, what's dropping in theaters and what we can be excited about as movie fans on this page. So let's go ahead and dive into that right now. Started off, wrote everything down of the films that I was interested in. List originally came in around 26-ish, 26 titles. And I was like, that's not going to work. I got to get it down to 10. Then I got it down to about 17. And then took me some time, got it down to 16, got it down to 15, and I was like, screw it. We're just going to do honorable mentions plus the top 10. So I'm going to give you five, is it five? 1 second. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 honorable mentions. And then I'll give you my top 10 films that I'm most excited about in 2018. And then you guys sound off in the comments below with what film you're most excited about. And if it really hits, if it doesn't disappoint you, how many times do you think you'll actually go to the theater to check it out? Because that's going to be part of Monday's show. So let's just get that train rolling now. So at the end, whenever you're watching this, throw it in the comments below as to what film you're most excited about in 2018. And if it hits, if it doesn't disappoint, how many times do you think you'll actually get out to the theater to see just that one movie? So throw that in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube replay, same thing to you. Comment section, go ahead and smash it. All right, so let's get into the honorable mentions. 1 second. All right. Honorable mentions. So out of all the films coming out this year, 5 that didn't make the top 10, but excuse me again, my goodness. 5 that didn't make the top 10, but very easily could have made the top 10 in alphabetical order. So that's how, it's not in preference or anything like that. This is just alphabetical. So coming in the honorable mentions for 2018, we have Alita Battle Angel, Aquaman, Black Panther, Holmes and Watson, and The Predator. Now, if you haven't seen the trailer for Alita Battle Angel, I definitely recommend you check that out. It's Robert Rodriguez coming back to form. It looks like this crazy, and just Christoph Waltz is in it. Looks like this crazy science fiction fantasy thing with robots. I loved the trailer. So on the wall here, you can see down right here, yep, right there. That's the Stardust app. That's where I do all of my movie trailer reviews. So if you're on the Stardust app, go ahead and find me. It's just Brunansky's vlog. So you can check that out. But I did a trailer reaction for that. I love this trailer. It looks like this movie is going to be super dope. And if the next trailer that drops out keeps the hype at the level that the hype is at right now, I think this movie could be fire. So pretty excited about it. Aquaman, obviously James Wan coming back to give us our first solo Aquaman movie ever. And it's the Aquaman that we got from Justice League, which I enjoyed, surprisingly. From the trailers, I didn't know if I was going to enjoy Aquaman because it was this weird, like, I'm not quite sure what they were going for in the trailers, but in the movie, I actually enjoyed his character. So I'm excited to see what James Wan can do with this, what he classifies as like a swashbuckling adventure under the seas. Sign me up. That sounds great. And then Black Panther, obviously, super excited. But for me, Black Panther, I don't know. I still haven't figured out if I'm excited to see Black Panther because of just how dope it looks, or if I'm excited to see Black Panther because I just want to find out how everything is going to get wrapped up before Infinity War. And since I can't really delineate it, like where my feelings are at, I had to bump it to the honorable mentions because I'm excited for the movie, but I still can't place if I'm excited if I'm excited because the movie looks super dope, or if I just want to see how this final story is going to wrap everything up before Avengers Infinity War. So that's why I got bumped to the honorable mentions. Holmes and Watson, I cannot wait for that. Now, if this movie would have come out a few years ago, I may not have been like as excited as I am about this film, because the idea of a comedic look at Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson a couple years ago, I couldn't picture this in my head. However, something happened that changed my perspective on a comedy dealing with Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. And what happened? What changed? Great question. I like where your head's at. This is what happened. I saw this movie, Michael Caine and Ben Kingsley, without a clue. This is a spoof, a British spoof on Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. Sir Ben Kingsley actually plays Dr. Watson. Michael Caine plays Sherlock Holmes. However, in this movie, Sherlock Holmes is not Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is a character that was created by Dr. Watson so he could solve the crimes and not have the publicity. So he hires a drunk actor to play this character, Sherlock Holmes, and that would be Michael Caine. And my goodness, this movie is a laugh riot. I loved this movie. I was like, I don't know how this is going to work. And my goodness, what fun. Again, check it out. Without a clue, Ben Kingsley, Michael Caine. It's an older comedy. It's well worth your time. And how does that lead into the new Holmes and Watson? Very easily. Holmes and Watson is Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. John C. Reilly is playing Dr. Watson. So, I mean, this has all the potential to be it could be a big swing and a miss, right? Could be. But we're hoping that it's going to just knock it out of the park and be the comedy of the year, because bringing these two guys back together, when they fire on all cylinders, they are comedy gold. So I'm hoping that these two can really bring just that comedic level to a Sherlock Holmes and Watson story later this year. So fingers crossed. I can't wait to see a trailer for this. Very excited. I hope you guys are too. All right, next is The Predator. So this is going to be coming out. This has Keegan-Michael Key from Key and Peele. He's going to be in it. This is Shane Black's Predator. So, is it Shane Black? I thought it was Shane Black. Let me just double check that real quick on IMDb. The Predator. And I'm looking forward to this. Let's see. Yep, Shane Black. He's directing it. He helped write it. He is coming back. So I'm looking forward to this. This is probably going to be a grittier version. It might feel more like a little bit less spacey, like up in the space, everything kind of thing. So hopefully it's a little bit more grounded. Shane Black does a really good job with his films and grounding them with, street level violence and stuff like that, guns, punching, all that jazz. So he does a really good job with that type of storytelling. So I'm excited to see what he brings to the Predator series. I know I'm in a minority here. I enjoyed Predators, the last movie that had Adrian Brody. So I enjoyed that one where they're on like the planet and like they got all the whatever. He's like goes out on the hill and then he sees like he's on an alien world and there's all that stuff out there in space that he can see. So like I liked it. I thought it was a fine movie. It wasn't a great film, but I enjoyed it. So excuse me. Oh, this sickness is the worst. Sinuses are the devil. So anyway, I enjoyed it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Sound off below. That's your honorable mentions. Recap: Alita Battle Angel, Aquaman, Black Panther, Holmes and Watson, and The Predator. All right, coming in at number 10, or top 10. And again, this is alphabetical. So coming in the top 10 films I'm most excited to see in 2018, alphabetical order only, is 1517 to Paris, Clint Eastwood's new film about the real-life heroes who stopped the terrorists on the train. And the real-life heroes are actually the actors that are going to be in the movie. Clint Eastwood didn't get actors to play the heroes. The heroes are actually playing themselves. Trailer looks super dope. I'm excited. A Wrinkle in Time, Ava DuVernay. Now you tell me we've got this weird space-time flux kind of story where you're bending realities and everything else, and then you give me the trailer that they gave me. I'm on board. This could be a big swing and a miss. This could be one of those films where you walk out and you're like, I see what they're going for. I'm not sure they delivered. I have all the hope in the world that will not be the case, because I really, really, really am excited about this film, and I hope it can knock it out of the park. Next up is Annihilation, and the same guy that did Ex Machina is doing this film. And I don't know, you may have seen the episode. I talked about it on a previous episode. But Ex Machina is a great science fiction film that looks at what it means to be alive, and kind of humans versus androids. But it really digs deep into philosophy of what it means to be alive, not just to be a human, but to be alive. And I have a feeling that this film is going to have some type of exploration and some philosophical kind of tinge to it that I'm excited about, because I really like Ex Machina. It was one of my favorite movies of that year. So I'm excited for this one to see what he's going to be able to bring one more time. And then let's see, obviously Avengers Infinity War. I mean, if you're watching this show, if you've been watching this show, you know that 10 years of storytelling culminated in one film has me so pumped. I can't wait. So Avengers Infinity War, Incredibles 2, the long overdue sequel. I cannot wait for Incredibles 2. The Incredibles to me is still one of the best like superhero movies on superheroes, like out there, bar none. I love The Incredibles. I think it's probably one of Pixar's best films also. So to see that we're finally getting the sequel many years later, long overdue, cannot wait. Love the little teaser thing with Jack. Bring it. I'm ready. Isle of Dogs. Now, I heard stuff about this film, like how, what the story was going to be and everything. And I was like, all right, whatever. And then a couple weeks ago, I finally started seeing things pop up online for it. And then I finally saw my first trailer for it. And I was like, I'm on board. I cannot wait to see this film. So Isle of Dogs, if you haven't seen the trailer for it yet, it's a very unique art style to actually tell the story. It looks crazy good. I can't wait. Check it out. Mission Impossible 6. You may have forgotten that there's another Mission Impossible movie coming out. I know I did. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. There was that whole thing about how Tom Cruise injured himself doing a stunt, which was long overdue because that guy does crazy stunts. But I was just like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So Mission Impossible 6. Cannot wait. You tell me Tom Cruise is back for a Mission Impossible movie. In general, Tom Cruise, we trust. He is a phenomenal action star. I don't care what anybody says. He's still a phenomenal action star. He's still going to be, if it wasn't for Tom Cruise, I don't think The Mummy would have made the money it did. It didn't make a lot of money, but it made more money because of his presence than had he not been in it and somebody else taking that role. Movie was a bummer, but it still made more money because of him in the film. That's the point I'm driving at here. So you bring him back as Ethan for another Mission Impossible film. I can't wait. Cannot wait. All right. Next up, Ready Player One. I think this could be either the biggest hit of the summer or, well, early summer. I think it's March is when it comes out. Could be wrong on that. I have to double check it. But this could be either just like a gigantic, like everybody loved it, making tons of money. People are seeing it 2, 3, 4 times, or people could see it and be like, nope, sorry, Spielberg. So I'm hoping that it is going to just knock it out of the park. It looks like it's just this celebration of living life in the 80s, which was awesome. So I can't wait to see Ready Player One. The newest trailer I really like because it gives us a little bit more on who the character is, what this world is that we're going to be inhabiting for the film. Check out the new trailer. Definitely worth your time. Ready Player One. Next up, Sicario 2, Soldado. I love Sicario. I think that movie was phenomenal. The action in it is just gritty and the movie is dark and it just works. Benicio del Toro, his character has one of the best scenes in the film where he's literally just sitting across the table from a guy before he kills him. And they're just having an exchange back and forth. And it is so tense and just the tension and the stress is palatable during that scene. Sicario was amazing. If you haven't seen Sicario, I definitely recommend you check it out. I've got it back there on the shelf. You can get it on Blu-ray. I recommend you do. It's hyper violent and it pulls no punches. Like you see some pretty grotesque stuff in this film as far as what people will do to other people. So worth your time though. Great film. Check it out. Sicario, because we got Sicario 2 coming out this year. Get excited. All right. And finally, You Were Never Really Here. Joaquin Phoenix's new film. I saw the trailer for this and it not only gave me chills because of just how dark and disturbed Joaquin Phoenix looks in this movie, but then I sat back and I was like, wow, this actually looks like it could be an incredible, incredible film. And this, I haven't seen, right? We haven't seen it yet. It hasn't come out. But if the trailer is any indication, which we hope it is, on how good the film is going to be and what the acting is going to be like in this film, I would not be surprised if Joaquin Phoenix gets a nomination for this movie because his delivery in the trailer is bone chilling. Like, check out this trailer. The movie looks insanely good, very dark, but insanely good. You Were Never Really Here. Check the trailer out. It's available right now. Worth your time. All right, so that is that 10? That is the 10. So top 10 in alphabetical order, right? 15, 17 to Paris, A Wrinkle in Time, Annihilation, Avengers Infinity War, Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, Mission Impossible 6, Ready Player One, Sicario 2, Soldado, and You Were Never Really Here. That is it. The 10 films I'm most excited about in 2018. Sound off below in the comments with what film you are most excited about in 2018 and how many times, if it delivers, knocks it out of the park, hits the level of expectation you had and tickles and delights you, how many times you think you are going to go see that film in theaters. So sound off below in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube replay, same goes to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Sound off in the comments. Let us know what you're excited about and how many times you'll see it in theaters. If it really hits that button for you and you're like, this was exactly what I wanted. So that is it. All right. That's it for this week's show. Excuse me. Go ahead and find us on all the social media that you can see here on the sidebar. Whoop, wrong hand. All the stuff you can see right there on the sidebar. We're on all social media at brunanskysvlog, so you can see it right there. Also, we just opened up an email chain if you want to send us questions regarding movies and stuff like that, and you're not really on any of these social media platforms for whatever reason. You can always go ahead and email us, and that's brunanskysvlog@gmail.com. So as you see it written down below here, just one word, brunanskysvlog@gmail.com. Go ahead and shoot us over an email anytime during the week. And if I can, we'll go ahead and answer that on the live shows here. Or if I get to it before I start recording the show for Monday's episodes, that I can go ahead and answer it there. But most definitely, at the very minimum, hopefully we'll be able to get to it on these live shows. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Again, be sure to follow us on social media. Send us an email if you have any movie-related questions, brunanskysvlog@gmail.com. Thank you guys for watching this first Facebook live stream of 2018 here on Facebook Live. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube replay, thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Go ahead and give me the thumbs up if you did. If you're watching this on YouTube replay, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend. I hope you guys had a very happy new year. And I look forward to talking more movies with you throughout 2018. All right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. I got some more recording I got to do and editing for Monday's episode. And then, then we'll see you on Monday, 10 a.m. PST on YouTube, Brunansky's Vlog, for Season 2, Episode 1 of Brunansky's Vlog. So thanks so much, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll see you Monday morning, 10 a.m. PST on YouTube. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi, everybody. I'm Jeremy Brunansky, and you've just finished watching a Facebook Live replay. Now, if you enjoyed that, you may also want to check out the weekly show playlist, as well as the movie news playlist, which covers just the news segments from every Monday's episode. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and click that subscribe. We'll see you guys next Monday right here on YouTube for a brand new episode of Brunansky's Vlog at 10 a.m. PST. Have a great week. Take care.